All right, so how does it make you feel when you hear that HS is a black woman's disease?
It makes me feel that we are not moving forward in this illness. So I know a lot of people that are affected by HS, all colors, males, females. So when a medical professional or where the science is promoting that message, I think it's promoting stigmatization of the illness itself, and it's gonna not result in people getting the help they need. And then you have a lot of people that don't know they have it because they think that's not for me. So
Yeah.
I would say the same. Honestly, I feel as if, as a black woman, they kind of push us into this corner and they categorize us as saying, oh, you're, African American, you have this type of DNA or this type of anatomy within your system. This is why you have it. And that's not true necessarily because everyone can get it, like you just stated. So it's different to kind of say, oh, you have it because of this. And it's like, that's not factual. You need to actually research and see what's causing it. Anything can trigger it. Anything can cause a flare up, whether it's stress, hormones as a woman, going through, your menstrual cycle, or as a man, they have other stressful impacts that kind of affects them in a way that's like, well, it's not just you as a black woman. You're not in this alone, or you don't have this just because you're a black woman.
No, definitely. Do you feel like, because before when it was a black woman's disease, it wasn't really talked about, right? And it was like rare and there was like not much going into it. But now that it's like, oh, everyone can get it. Now we're getting these commercials and we're getting these organizations and these research companies and let's make medication. Like for me, I'm like, so when it was just only affecting black women, it was, yeah, okay. But now I'm like, so-and-so can get it now. And it's like, let's pour money into this. Like, I don't know. How does that make you feel?
Personally, it makes me definitely feel disrespected, but also as a public health professional, it makes me question what medicine is, and it makes me question the motivation behind things. I'm all for helping everyone, especially and understanding the illness. So if it's inherently a black woman's illness, and like you said, it has been a major shift in funding for the illness, advocacy in the illness, it also sends a message to black women that our health is not prioritized. So I just think whenever it's any illness, you should never say it's inherently in these people, because especially if you're not creating advocacy and funding for that illness to be understood and treated, because then we have to question how do people view certain demographics.
Yeah, like I feel that because I'm happy that any research that's getting done because it's going to help us all the same. But then also I'm like, but I guess it was just it feels like a lack of care,
right,
when it wasn't other people other than my demographic of black women that were affected by this condition.
And it's belittling because it's like if we never said anything as black women and they didn't know until now, and it's been around for so long, and they're just now starting research and they're just starting to campaign around it, what if we never even came forward and said, hey, I'm actively and consistently experiencing getting these boils, getting these bumps, getting these abscesses, what can I do? What if we just stayed quiet and we never said anything, and they took it and just was like, oh, we know this is in black women, but we're not gonna really pay attention to it because they don't really, a lot of us within the black community don't go directly to medical care, exactly, and seek for assistance, and we kind of just take things in our own hands. So I feel maybe, the medical field felt like, oh, well, we don't see that many African Americans coming and presenting this issue to us, so why look into it? Why do research to something that isn't on our top radar at this point to say, okay, the medical industry is the conditions and diseases are growing and progressing into things that we've never seen before, we've never heard before, we've never even thought of. So it's belittling to think if we weren't Black women and we came forward, where would it be? Today.
Yeah.
So
And that's another thing that next episode we talk about though, like the Black community and the stigma between going to the doctor or medical professional, because like I think there is that mistrust, and so like why would I go if I don't even think you're gonna help me type of mentality. But we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right, we're good.
Thank you.
Thank you.